Hey everybody, Paul James Caden here with the Spirits Channel. I figured I'd come out this afternoon and do an EVP session in the front yard with the property spirits. And then after doing a few EVPs, I'll have a go with the paranormic spirit box. Can't really see that so well with the light behind it. But anyway, let's get right into the session. I want to invite all of the friendly spirits who dwell on this property and in this yard to draw near, and please speak to me if you can. I always appreciate your words and your communication with me. I'm always so grateful for it. And if you could come near and just let me know that you're here this afternoon and we can have a little chat. I wanted to ask you guys a few questions about your afterlife here on the property. Would that be okay if I did that today? In the last session, I asked, how do you guys spend your time? How do you spend your days? And someone said, we have each other. And so I wanted to ask you all, in spirit, all of you dwelling here on this property together, is it like regular life? Do you pair off into couples like girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife? Are you married in the afterlife? Do you have those kind of romantic relationships amongst yourselves in spirit? I also wanted to ask, do you ever have any trouble with negative spirits coming to try and disrupt your life or take over the land where you live? I know a couple sessions back we talked about Edward, and you all seemed like you were pretty put off by him and that he wasn't here. But do you ever have any kind of trouble with negative spirits like that? Do they come and try to fight with you, argue with you, take possession of the land you occupy? Do you ever have any issues or battles, if you will, with negative or bad spirits? I'm also curious if you guys are, and I know this is probably a silly question, but are you affected at all by the elements? I was thinking about you all the other day when it was it was raining really hard. It was damp outside. And I was wondering, are the spirits outside anyhow in some way affected by the elements in the rain when everything is so wet? Um, are you affected by the elements at all, or it's just something that doesn't affect you at all? You don't even really notice it like we would standing out in the rain or the snow. And lastly, I would like to ask, you all seem like you're very friendly, very nice, very decent souls. So I'm curious as to why you're on this property. Are you here because you're made to stay here for some reason? For a time? Or are you here by choice just because this was your home, you love this place, you love this land, this property, so you've decided of your own free will this is where you want to be for a time in your afterlife? So could you please tell me which one it is? Are you made to stay here, or are you here by personal choice? All right, I thank you for any words or any questions you may have answered during this session. I'm always so greatly appreciative, and I won't hear it until I go back and listen to the video footage. But I'm going to end the EVP part of this session right now, and we're going to run the spirit box, the paranormal spirit box, and continue with part 2 of our front yard session this afternoon. So for part 2 of this session, I'm going to run the paranormal spirit box, and I want to ask if there are any high spirits, angels, or midway beings that are also around this property or around me right now. So are there any high spirits around me at this moment during this session? Before I started this session, I asked for angels of light to stand near and for my guardian angels to be near in this space. Are there any angels around me right now? Could you let me know you're here?
On fourth today. That bite.
I'd also like to know if there are any what some of us call the midway beings around me. I did see 1111 today, just a little bit before I came out here. So are there any midway beings around me this afternoon that would like to make their presence known?
More fresh. Important. Jeff. I'm pissed.
Sin in our
Ready for the night shift here on Music Station.
I'd like to ask again, does 1111 have any importance in my life? I see it especially when I'm reading the book of spirituality and philosophy, the Urantia book. Every time I read that book, I start seeing it every day, everywhere. Is there a significance to that or a purpose for that?
100 times fast. To become eligible. Not about your boy. You're killing me. A lot of fights.
Crew to the mass meeting.
See a free switch the team barbed wire.
and all of us are aliens.
And if there is some kind of spiritual or personal purpose for me seeing 1111, could you give me a hint what that purpose would be? What is it pointing me towards? What is it telling me?
Prefer to be colored. Variety of trail. Well, at the G7.
This message.
In Vestal, down the road. This week. Yeah. Resort to the first one.
All right, well, I thank you for any words, any phrases, any answers to questions today. I very much appreciate it. I thank any spirits who participated in this session, and also thank all of you for tuning in and joining me in the front yard, on the front porch, for an EVP Spirit Box session. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, and God bless.